Hello, and welcome back to Office Optimism with me, Shirala. I had this moment the other day that made me laugh, and also it made me realize that I have still some emotional laundry piled up. I walked into work feeling good, coffee in hand, playlist on point, and then I saw an email about something that I thought I had moved past being irritated with. And instantly, my shoulders tightened, my mood dipped, and I went straight into the Olympic sport of pretending that I was fine. But my body was like, "You're not fine." We still have some business to handle. So today, I want to talk about that emotional residue, the feelings that didn't clock out even though we tried to leave them behind. So let's start by talking about what is unfinished business.
3, 2, 1,
Unfinished business is all the stuff on our mind that we totally tell ourselves it's filed away, but really it just slipped into the junk drawer. It shows up as replaying a conversation from last week, feeling weird around someone but not really knowing why, tension that tags along like an emotional backpack, or even irritation that feels bigger than the moment. It matters because this little residue, it quietly drains optimism, creativity, and patience, which are all the things that we truly need to show up as our best selves. So let's discuss why our brain holds on to this. There's a simple reason for all of this. Our brain hates open loops. If something felt unfair or confusing or unspoken, your brain circles back to it like, "Excuse me, hello, we're not done here." Resentment often comes from unexpressed needs, unmet expectations, feeling unheard, or feeling like you gave more than you got. Emotional residue is basically the aftertaste. So how is it that you can spot your own emotional residue? Let's talk about that. Here's a few quick questions to help you identify what you're still carrying. Who do you feel tense around and why? What situation keeps replaying in my mind? Where am I holding back instead of speaking up? What do I do when I wish that somebody would understand about my experience? And this one, what part of my body reacts first? Your body is a whole narrator. So let's now move into the 3 R's for resolution. This is where we shift from awareness to action. I call this the 3 R's: recognize, release, and repair. First, we must recognize. This is simply telling yourself the truth. A quick prompt that you can use is, "I'm still holding on to blank because I needed blank." An example of this would be, "I'm holding on to that meeting because I needed acknowledgement," or "I'm still holding on to that conversation because I needed clarity." Naming it reduces its power. Now we can move to release. Release doesn't mean forgiveness. It doesn't mean pretending that it didn't happen. Release means letting go of the charge that it has on you. Ways to release are breathe deeply and intentionally. Write out your thoughts and rip up the page. Talk through it with someone else. Acknowledge the expectation that wasn't met, and give yourself permission to feel the disappointment. Sometimes release looks like you're admitting, that really hurt, and I deserve to process it. Lastly, repair. This is where you decide what closure looks like. Repair might mean having an honest conversation, setting or adjusting a boundary, shifting your expectations, or realizing that closure can come from you, not them. Repair doesn't always involve the other person. Sometimes it's repairing the story you've been telling yourself. So let's turn our focus to the office life angle. We know that emotional residue loves the workplace. It sneaks into the tone that you use in emails, the energy that you bring into meetings, the patience that you have or that you don't have, and the stories you assume about people. One simple practice that you can incorporate between meetings or tasks is to say to yourself, I'm choosing to enter this next moment fresh. It interrupts the buildup. Another one that you can do after a difficult interaction is to write a one-sentence reflection. What did I feel and what did I need? It helps to clear the log so it doesn't travel with you. Now we've made it to our joyful point. And this joyful point, we are going to talk about the 60-second release exercise. Let's do this real-time reset together. Wherever you are, inhale for 4, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. Bring one piece of unfinished business to mind. Now ask yourself, what did I need that I didn't get? Let yourself acknowledge it, no judgment. Now exhale again and imagine the tightness dropping by even 10%. Close with, I choose to move forward lightly. That's it. A quick release that you can use anytime that things start piling up. So now we've made it to the Office Optimism focal point. And here's what I want you to hear today. Unfinished business is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're human and your mind is trying to protect you. Our goal isn't to erase what happened, it's to stop carrying it all at once. You deserve to move through your life with more ease, more clarity, and more emotional space. So if today's episode helped to clear even a little mental clutter, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might be carrying a little more than they're letting on. We're building optimism one clear moment at a time. So until next time, keep shining. Bye-bye.